Christy and Carly with the Little Farm, and we got our baby chicks this morning. They called bright and early. The post office opened at 9, and we were there at 9 o'clock waiting to get our babies. And so we have several different types of chicks in here. We have the white silkies, the black silkies, the red frizzles, the black frizzles. There's a couple other kinds, but I really can't remember offhand what I got. But anyway, so a couple people are, just wondering what you need when you have baby chicks. What's the very first thing that you need? The very first thing you need is to get some type of brooder. That's the main thing that you need. You can use this. You can use like a dog cage, and I recommend if you get the dog cage that you just the wire kind, you put the some kind of box, secure it somehow, zip ties, secure the box with the little dog crates. That works as a brooder, and then you can set your heat lamp on top of it, and you don't have to worry about your heat lamp. That's the hardest thing for me, is to find how the heat lamp's going to stay on there. And I've rigged it up several different ways or whatever. You definitely have to have water, and this is sugar water in here. These guys have traveled through the mail, and so they were pretty dehydrated when they got here. There was one that was DOA, dead on arrival, and it was, not too bad. I thought there would actually be more that were dead. These guys are so super little. Look how little these guys are. I mean, they are just right out of the egg. I mean, cute.
They can hardly balance.
Yeah, they can hardly balance. It's hilarious to watch them. I've just sprinkled some food down on the ground. That helps them find it a little easier than putting it in a container, because they're so young. And then their water source for a couple days, we'll give them sugar water. Sugar water just gives them tons of energy, and it has actually saved a couple of the chicks' lives. But they're super funny. Let me show you some of these little chicks. Look how cute they are. I don't know if you can see those little guys over there. They're snug as a bug in a rug, and they're cute. I did put some, here's my cradle cap guy, the one that was being picked on, the little bully guy. I did put him over here because some of those other guys, this one, I don't know what's going on with this one. It's almost like he has a nervous tick or something, because he just constantly is flapping up and down. So I'm going to watch him. But I mean, these are just the cutest little things like these. I love these little black and yellow ones. They're so cute. These are going to be the red frizzles. Oh, goodness. They're pretty hyper. They're cute as can be. Say hello, world. So, I just brought these home. I'm sure David's going to be so happy when he walks to the door and hears all this chirping and tweeting and all this stuff, because, we're showing our house. We actually have open house on Sunday, and so I'm going to have to take these guys somewhere. Because we can't have open house. I mean, heaven forbid there be some baby chicks in the laundry room or something, but for me it wouldn't matter, but David, he's like, absolutely not. So, but I just wanted to make sure this is the first night, and I, want to make sure everything's good with these guys. So, some things that you need, if you're planning on getting some chicks, there's different types of feeding systems. You can do this. It's the only thing with this is it's really hard for the real small ones to get in there, So I recommend until they get a couple weeks old, you can just sprinkle it down. That also helps them with foraging and scratching and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily have to have a feeding system. I think they make these with the feeding systems. So you just get a mason jar, and then it has feed in it. So it's actually kind of good too. They're real cheap. You don't have to pay a lot of money for those. They're like $2.99. And it's hard for it to turn over. Now, when these guys get bigger, of course, that's not going to work. So you'll have to get something bigger, yeah. So, but you need a brooder box. You need a heat lamp. And I have this guy. This is a little thermometer laser thing. And it just takes the temperature. And underneath your lamp, your heating lamp, you want it to be anywhere from 90 to 95 in the temperature. And you don't have to worry if it's a little hotter, because they'll move if it's hot or cold. You know, if they need to be cooled off, they'll move away. If they need to be warm, they'll get underneath it. So, you know, you pretty much want about 18 inches off of the bottom of the box, but you know, it doesn't have to be exact. So I've rigged up something with some duct tape and a chair for right now, just because it's temporary. But basically, in your chicks, this is non-medicated food. I do have, the rest of it's at the daycare, but I just brought some home. It's non-medicated. It's in crumbles. It's a higher protein. The medicated food is not as high in protein. I've done both. I've done the medicated, but everything that I've looked through right now is pointing to more of a non-medicated, higher in protein chick food. Along with that, even your older chickens need grit, and this helps them digest. And there's like chicken grit, and then there's chick grit. So you want to make sure that you get the chick grit that's, you know, crumbled up or whatever. And I just put that right on top of their food, just sprinkle it right on their food. There's no science to it. There's no right or way, you know, right or wrong way. You just have to sprinkle it on there. And then these guys just kind of run around and tweet, and they get louder, and they peck at each other. The funniest thing is that the instructions told me that when I got the chicks that they'd be really stressed out. So to get some chick food and get some sugar water and mix it up together and just put it in a little bowl and make it soupy. Well, what happened was these guys were like, it looked like all my chickens were like in a grape. They were mushing grapes, you know, for wine, because they were all walking around in it or whatever. So then when they would get out of it, the other chicks would grab their toes and pull them across this thing. And Carly was like, oh my gosh, she like flipped out. So that didn't work for our chicks, because they were like thinking the toe was some food, and it was like literally pulling it. It was quite funny, I thought, but she didn't think it was too funny. So these guys are winding down now, and you know, gonna rest a little bit. They require a lot of sleep. In about a week, they'll get a little bit bigger. And every week, you want to make your heat less and less. So next week, you know, you want it to only be 80 to 85, and that kind of weans them off of the heating system. So, but you know, you want some kind of salt, not sawdust. I say no sawdust because it's a crumble. And so they mistake that for food. But this is like wood chips. I like the pine chips actually a little bit better. It has more of a pine smell. And these chicks, you know, they spill their water and they poop. So it does smell a little bit. So the pine kind of helps mask it a little bit. But these guys are so cute. And we just sit and watch them because we have nothing else to do. I mean, we have no life but chickens. We saw a goat at Rural King last night. I was so super excited about it. Cute. And so, you know, we love animals. And so our bunny, Maggie May, which is a lion head, was so sad because bunnies are supposed to be, you know, together in a group, whatever. So we ended up getting a little brother for Maggie May. His name is Quincy. And he's still a little bitty. And Maggie May loves him. We thought Maggie May was going to be mean because she's mean to us. Like, she growls at us and stuff.
Yeah,
when we
she
try
tries to bite us.
Yeah, she don't try to bite me because I don't have anything to do with her. But I'm more of a chicken type person. So anyway, but I just wanted to kind of show you what to do and what to expect. You know, you got to watch the pasty butts. There was one, I saw one's got a pasty butt. I might have to get a hold of it in a minute. So you just watch that. Just kind of make sure that they're drinking. And if by chance one's not eating, then you can do a hard-boiled egg and drop it down in there. Then they can peck at it. That's kind of emergency food. But, you know, for the most part, sugar water is your best bet. And just keep them hydrated and warm, and they should be fine. So I hope you learned a lot from this. And I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. And but I just love chickens. So we'll be back with you, I'm sure, on something else in the next week as they grow and get a little bit bigger. So thanks for watching.
Please subscribe and comment.
Oh, yeah, subscribe. I'm not used to all this YouTube verbiage and stuff. So what do you do?
Subscribe, like, and comment down below.
Yep, subscribe, comment, and follow, and like, and whatever else. So we just do this for fun. So anyway, thanks for watching.